Please tell what's the story of them big puppies. Speaks. Time is the music that warms the sun to smile with the music they are composing on the beach by the lake Comsat Snay that one can never forget. So why is the sun rising and the numbers go like this? These are the subordinates of nature who put their hands and mouths only. Not unlike the creatures that are born and must die, as a determining factor cannot escape. There must be a sky, there must be a sunset. The traces of love and memories become the traces of exercises that lead to the blood feuds in the hearts of mothers who cannot run. I promised that I was the only one who gave up. Why? At this time, your dew does not allow men to tolerate your rum duel, or it has already passed this flower bed. And the pollen to scatter on the ground. It's not wrong, cola always has dollars, but your thorns have to pay to break away. And the only loyal answer is that in this life there is only a shadow of love. Because of money, because of their pride, they dare to do everything. Whether it's friends or family, they think that having money is everything. In the end, only the dark shadow that stays in the heart is forever. I am an eagle flying from a distant land near Cham Chai, the mouth of the lake of true love. Let go of the modern style. Why should not the girl be far away? I wish these happiness. There is always a picture of me. Let all the anger melt away from everyone's body by returning with the words, love, friend, drowning, the end of our lives. Writer Data Writer. Mystery Lake. The number of nights came to excite the aroma of the plants growing along the lake to the aroma of food mixed with the sound of birds. The night was very frantic. The sound of the sauce seemed to understand the group seemed to be in the first place. Too much moonlight on the 11th day, making us see the view of this forest like the shadow of a monster coming haunting like that. In such a dilapidated house in the middle of the forest, those who came in had to shed some hair. There is almost no way to enter. The sound of nocturnal animals is screaming in amazement. To the east of the lake, a black car is slowly creeping into this place, which we can see under the moonlight is a brand new 4-year-old Lancer. Not just ordinary people. The good ups and downs of the monster also disappear. Just seeing the car arrive immediately. These are really strange events. As soon as the car stopped, the shadows of 3 people quickly walked out of the car, which entered the house almost without seeing the light of the country, shining brightly all over the room. God, not unlike the palace in Phnom Penh. No, the furniture and appliances are all modern, no different from the villa of the tycoon in Paris. In the large, spacious living room, many young people are waiting for someone to arrive shortly. A Chinese man opens his mouth first with a wave speech. If the meeting is over, then he is gone and there is no one left. So we can ride our bicycles. And tomorrow morning there will be a plane from the United States passing through Malaysia to land at Pochentong. At 11:30 a.m. I handed over all these things to you and made sure not to miss Chani coming down from the plane. Absolutely their photos. I have already given you 1 copy per no, of course, and money. But for that person we should bring it here or not, Grandma. This question makes people who are grandma open their eyes wide by the black skin that disappears and answer. You say this is too crazy to know if I let you bring it here again. It is necessary for them to do it, but it is difficult to do anything. Do not talk too much if the task is accomplished, and you have to say it with a high-pitched voice. Standing on a gun, shooting up, making all their children shiver. not even daring to open their eyes for the 3 black sea legs to leave this room. Meanwhile, gunfire erupted outside the palace. With lightning. The fire was as bright as a tamarind, the nest was broken, while the fish were silent, the black shadow was running wildly. 2 campot prey one into the other forest without any decision. Just the bullets calmed down a bit. The sound of cars also came out of the race so fast that many cars were chasing a car that abandoned the fight tonight, making the situation in the palace still quiet. The car kept racing until it reached the national level, when it was discovered that the first car, a black Lancer, had arrived in the city unintentionally at 11 p.m. at Phnom Penh International Airport. Many guests are waiting to welcome their relatives and friends back from the United States on the Malaysia Airlines flight, which will arrive at 11:30 a.m. The Iron Bird is a little humble. Up to 2 smooth wine just made from the face. It came in and out of the passenger line with a 50-year-old man who already knew when to turn the car around. In universal clothes, it looks like a duke. In his hand was a black bag to carry with the time dragged by the cart. Those who were waiting for the car just saw our brother immediately rush to pick up without comment. Sorry, Mr. Okna, so released the car. Someone asked me to come and get permission to read. The old man looked a little ahead to comment. You are not the one who got my figure. Priya Bat Tan, please calm down a bit. But you have already gone to the back road and entered the condo in Tul Cork. Immediately follow my orders, but Priya Bat Tan. The car drove fast once. The intersection of the monks' hospital suddenly missed a prose. This road is stuck. We cannot go to the techno school road. The driver immediately followed the old man's orders and turned to look at him through the windshield. The prosecutor is Duke Weibel. No, on this question our man woke up and asked quickly, with a strong face one instant. Why do you know me so well? Yes, there is someone that the tycoon came to tell me the figure and let me come and pick it up and give it to the condo man at once. Do you have any distinction? This is the one that was razed to death with the words, Golden Land, presented well. Just done and new in Sankat Tul Cork. The condo has an elevator up and down, very convenient for customers. Please ask the tycoon to go up the elevator to the 9th floor. But room 913 is his room. He took the black bag that went into the elevator room and dialed the number to the 9th floor. The man driving the car grabbed the black from his hand and quickly ran up the normal stairs, leaving Mr. Weibel in a heavy pain. And the murderer's coreless bullets, because not only that, the needle of the veil had already pierced his throat. Only the woman had 1 meter. The man was ready to die and a man came in. Mr. Needle's skin story. Who is he? Why not kill in the center of the city? Mr. Weibel tried hard to get old. He wanted a black bag. He could not say more. Try to take. Blood-stained fingers write only numbers. 374. The wind is dead, Mr. Puth is dead. And it is strange that there is something to do with this man. But what is the use of that bag to kill him? Who uses the secret weapon, the veil? The man is suddenly thinking. The voice of an evil woman steals upstairs at the same time. Police also arrived immediately to examine the body, strangely enough. Murder like this is the same. There is only one way to kill people, the diamond needle, the veil. What do you understand? This tycoon had just gotten off the plane before, and suddenly something like this happened, dragging it like it had one advantage. Police took a closer look at the murder inspector, who was the mastermind behind the murder, and took the black mask away, only to be picked up by the driver at the airport. But he was also killed by another killer. Please examine the body properly. I'm too busy to meet with you. Please hide because there are so many things. According to the owner of this bronze, who is he, but he is really lost. I do not understand the report. You have to take these 2 bodies to check at our office, get the card as soon as possible. But received another order. The police drove the car to remove the bodies for further monitoring, along with the inspector's car. Many more units if out into the flow. With 2 cars, a hybrid and a Kamari shark, they are racing. As far as Koh Speen, Kroy Changva, the Lexus car dropped into the water, suddenly disappeared. And why did you drive the car down the river like this or down? Hit the black in it, how it's with the interest in the car. The man got out of the shark car and the children immediately started beating each other. Now Mr. Sovanmaka at the Kroy Changva Bridge. A hybrid Lexus car drove into the water and asked for help to find a way to retrieve the car. No, we're not finished talking for 5 minutes. The car of the operation team with the car sounding signal arrives continuously. When the riverbank is full and sealed. Not for sale, but if the car crashed in this place, please criticize, please manage to extract it because there is a person in the car as well. An important person in monitoring the assassination to sell Duke Vabolna received orders from the inspector. Sold out, let's manage, I already have 4 cards. The inspector got into the car and disappeared in a trance, unable to understand what was happening. You understand the theme, do not know who else, what kind of person he is. Car. We always run forward until the road one, which is quiet in the light of the afternoon sun, which the sun is setting to run away from the rays. The car is always slow until it reaches the place. One with a lot of people crowding you. We stop the car to walk in to see immediately there are dead people. Why only one day? There are so many murder incidents. The boxer carefully examines the new dead body from head to toe. Then he shouts, "Oh, exercise star! Why is he another and what is his intention?" You become more and more skeptical and wonder, making it very difficult for them to deal with. The poor man walked back to the car. Because it means the police have just arrived to start work, where we stop leaning against the wall of the car, looking at the sky like a thought, and at the same time a beautiful young woman. You all smile at the girl's heart. No, if not, hurry to see the owner. The voice of doubt responds, and the capital. I came from the capital, from the walk at my uncle's house in Stung Minchi. You heard the story of the murder, but I came out to see immediately. Witten Tun knows that the murder happened when it happened and the victim was a human being, but one of them was an old man. Happened a little earlier. If you look at the victim, maybe a passenger from the provinces, but you look a little fresh. Then my sister, my friend Tun, do you understand this murder? I sincerely commend you, and for this kind of murder with weapons, they really have extraordinary deeds. All of them are highly trained from Japan, and by the way, they are very experienced because of the strength of the buried hands. Weapons are very powerful. You are not wrong, that person must be a student at a science college because the flowers, the veil, and they are used as snake needles, are all composed of chemicals to be able to keep their beauty fresh. I always understand, like you today, I do not have much free time to meet with you in the evening, and I think to give up and have to turn quickly. But our young man grabbed my hand and stuck. This evening I want to give you walking a little, but I agree. Beautiful girl with a dry smile. Only for her boyfriend. But she did not say anything. Just nodded. Rith walked into your car because we already opened the door for her. Manet, can our love reach the future? I heard this word. You turned to look a little fresh. Vittini, why do you ask me this? The heart, I love you before all is still the same. I do not turn around or change anything. But when we have not met in the past. Daeun has already seen that you are very busy and busy. I love you, I understand. Because I lost my phone and did not get in, I'm worried about you. I miss you too much. Even though my father forbade me to listen, I should understand. And Vittini, I know the size of your heart from now on. But you may have played one more game and will not. The headache was so severe I could not bear to see people die anymore. But you can find the killer. I have already decided that I have to go to the killer until I see. No matter where it goes to the sky, the bishop, like you do not allow him to do stupid things, Mr. Manitou. I can conclude that the killer is two people who are not really like that, and the killer is two different people because the needle was different from the exercise star that focuses on the victim's throat is one. Just below the other chin, right into the wind tunnel, because I saw two different murders. One at the dead condo had to access the bright yellow shoes. But the other dead was a yellow brass star. Borrowing time is a little different. I wonder why there are two different colors, really. And let this evening I send you back home. Do not let your parents wait to see the road. Yes, I remember when I had the opportunity to go for a walk with you again. The young man smiled brightly and returned to the car to bring Sith Vittini to her house immediately.